Hi everyone, I hope you all watched the previous videos. If not, just go through it. And computer MCQ series also completed. I'm hoping that concept course also gonna start in few more days. Okay, let's start the session. First question: for which of the following substances the resistance decreases with an increase in temperature? So the answer is pure silicon. Okay, resistance of a semiconductor decreases with the increasing temperature. Okay, pure silicon is a semiconductor. I hope you know this, right? Okay, Lambert's law is related to the illumination. Okay, so option D. In optics, Lambert's question law says that the radiant intensity or luminous intensity observed from an ideal diffusely reflecting surface or ideal diffuse radiator is directly proportional to the cosine of the angle theta between the direction of the incident light and the surface normal. Okay, which of the following laws validates the statement that matter can neither be created nor destroyed? Okay, the answer is law of conservation of mass. Okay, the law of conservation mass states that mass in mass in an isolated system is neither created nor destroyed by chemical reactions or physical transformation. According to this law of conservation of mass, the mass of the product in a chemical reaction must be equal to the mass of the reactants. Okay. Decibel is the unit used for. Everyone knows this, right? Answer is intensity of sound. Okay. The decibel is used to measure the sound level. We all know that, but it is also widely used in electronics, signals, and communication. Okay, the decibel is a logarithmic way of describing a ratio. Okay, the ratio may be power, sound pressure, voltage, or intensity, or several other things. Okay, a particle has initial velocity 3I plus 4j and has acceleration 0.4I plus 0.3j. Its speed after 10 seconds is. So here the options are given 7 units, 7 root 2 unit, 8.5 unit, and 10 units, right? Okay, we will solve it. Here given initial velocity, that is u equals to 3I plus 4j. Okay, we have to find the final velocity, that is v. Okay, acceleration given, acceleration equals to 0.4I plus 0.3j. Okay, and I think yeah, time is given. Okay, time 10 seconds. Okay, so from the first equation of motion, that is will write it from first equation of motion. What is the equation? V equals to u plus at, right? So if we put the everything in the equation, then we'll get the answer. That is v equals to v is the final velocity, right? Okay, final velocity. Okay, v equals to here u initial velocity, that is 3i plus 4j. Okay, 3i plus 4j plus the acceleration 0.4i plus 0.3j into t is 10 seconds, right? Okay, so here the answer is, okay, if we do this equation simplify, it become 4i plus 3j, right? So the answer is here v equals to 7i plus, sorry, 7i plus 7j. Okay, so finally answer is 7 root 2. Okay, so the answer is here 7 root 2. Okay, the atmospheric layer reflecting waves is called, the answer is ionosphere. Okay, in radio communication, skywave or skip refers to the propagation of radio waves reflected or refracted back towards Earth from the ionosphere, an electrically charged layer of the upper atmosphere. Okay, so here the answer is cryogenics is a science dealing with, cryogenics is a science dealing with low temperatures. Okay, in physics, cryogenics is the production and behavior of materials at very low temperatures. At what point on the temperature scale refrigeration ends and cryogenics begins? But scientists assume a gas to be cryogenic if it can be liquefied at or below minus 150 degree Celsius. Okay, or we can say 123 Kelvin or minus 238 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, I will write it down here. Around minus 150 degree centigrade or 123 Kelvin or minus 238 Fahrenheit. Okay, degree Fahrenheit. The mass energy relation is the outcome of, the mass energy relation is the outcome of special theory of relativity. Okay, mass energy equivalence states that mass is concentrated energy. In his theory of special relativity, Einstein formulated the equation, a well-known equation, that is E equals to mc square. Okay, by Einstein, right? There is a tremendous amount of energy in mass. Okay, nuclear reactions can be understood to release so much more energy than chemical reactions because of the mass changes. Okay, which of the following are used for accumulatively measuring very small time intervals? That is answer atomic clocks. Okay, atomic clocks are the most accurate time and frequency standards known and are used as primarily standards for international time distribution services to control the wave frequency of television broadcast and in a global navigation satellite systems such as GPS. Okay. Why does bleeding occurs through the nose in high mountain regions? What is the reason behind it? So the answer is the blood pressure of a person increases at high altitudes. Okay. The blood pressure of a person increases at high altitudes. Okay. It's option C. Okay. At high altitudes, due to the lesser amount of oxygen in the atmosphere becomes thinner, and many people and tourists who visit mountains regions will have nose bleeding, and it is because the drier and thinner atmosphere makes the blood vessels burst and the blood flow I mean, rapidly because of the low pressure. Okay, but we can simplify the answer as if the atmospheric pressure decreases as you go higher, causing the internal pressure of blood vessels to exceed the outside pressure. Okay, that is the simplified answer. Danger signals are generally read as red light because. So the answer is it undergoes least deviation. Okay. When the light passes through the atmosphere, it gets scattered by small air particles. It's a well-known thing, right? The scattering of light is inversely proportional to the fourth power of its wavelength, right? As the red light has the highest wavelength among all the colors, so it is scattered the least, due to which most of the light gets reflected back and can travel longer distance through rain, fog, or dust to reach our eyes effectively. Okay, so the answer here undergoes least deviation. Okay, a simple microscope consists of. So the answer is short focus convex lens. Okay, a simple microscope is also called a magnifying glass. It is actually a convex lens of small focal length which is used for seeing the magnified image of small objects. Okay, an oil drop spreads over water because it's because surface tension of oil is much smaller than that of water. Okay, the surface tension of the water is more than that of the oil. Therefore, when oil is poured over water, the greater value of surface tension of water pulls oil in all directions, and as such, it spreads on the water. In other, uh, when water is poured over oil, it does not spread over it because the surface tension of oil. Okay, the device which converts DC to AC, that is inverter. Okay, it's option D. Okay, a power inverter or inverter is an electronic device or circuitry that changes direct current to alternate current. The input voltage, output voltage, and frequency and overall power handling depend on the design of the specific device or circuitry. Okay. The inverter does not produce any power. The power is provided by the DC source. Okay. Knot is measured of. Okay. Knot is measured of the speed of ship. Okay. A knot is 1 nautical mile per hour. Okay. Okay. I'll give the 1 knot equals to 1.15 miles per hour. Okay. When sailors measured the speed of their ship by using a device called the common log. Okay. It's also a important one. Common log. Okay. It's a device. Okay. Remember this too. Common log is used to measure the speed of ship. Okay. When the main switch of the house is put off, it disconnects the answer is it disconnects the live wire and the neutral wire. Okay. And the next question. Reaches Earth by the process of. Heat from the sun reaches the Earth by the process of. It's by the process of radiation. Everyone knows this, right? Okay. Radiation is the final form of movement of heat energy. The sun's light and heat cannot reach us by conduction or convection because space is almost completely empty, right? There is nothing to transfer the energy from sun to the earth. Okay. The sun rays travel in straight line called heat rays. Why only radiation means in conduction and convection processes we need a medium, right? Here in space there is no medium, right? So the radiation plays a vital role here. Okay. Boyle's law is relationship between pressure and volume. Okay. Boyle's law is a gas law stating that the pressure and volume of a gas have an inverse relationship. Okay. When temperature is held constant, if volume is increased, then pressure decreases, and vice versa when temperature is held constant. Okay. Which of the following produces more severe burns? That is steam. Okay. Steam will produce more severe burns than boiling water because steam has more heat energy than water due to its latent heat of evaporation. Okay. The sudden fall of atmospheric pressure indicates the storm. Okay. Falling pressure indicates the mass of the atmosphere above a point is decreasing, which can happen as a result of various atmospheric processes. In general, weather systems with low pressure at their centers are associated with the unsettled weather and strong winds. Okay. Next, hydrogen spectrum was explained by Niels Bohr. Okay. The origin of spectral lines in the hydrogen atom can be explained on the basis of Bohr's theory. The hydrogen atom is said to be stable when the electron present in it revolves around the nucleus in the first orbit, having the principal quantum number n equals to 1. Okay, this orbit is called the ground state. Okay, magnetism in materials is due to the circular motion of electrons. Okay, so the answer is the circular motion of electrons. Magnetism is the force exerted by magnets when they attract or repel each other. Magnetism is caused by the motion of electric charges. Okay. Every substance is made up of tiny units called atoms. In substances, such as iron, cobalt, and nickel, most of the electrons spin in the same direction. Okay. Short sight in human eye can be corrected by using proper which of the lenses. So the answer is concave lens. Okay, short-sightedness in human can be treated by concave lens. Okay, the simplest, cheapest, and safest way to correct short sight is with glasses, right? Concave prescription lenses are used to bend light rays slightly towards to counteract the over-focusing tendency. Okay, as a result, the light rays focus further back in the eye on the retina. Okay, we can in general it is mentioned as minus lenses. Okay, I will write it here. Minus lenses. Okay, what is the reason for twinkling of stars? It is because of the atmospheric refraction. Okay, atmospheric refraction. Okay, atmospheric refraction is the reason behind the twinkling of stars. Okay, it's a important question. Please remember this one. The stars, the starlight on the Earth's surface undergoes refraction continuously before it reaches to the Earth. Right? The starline, the starlight bends towards the normal as it enters from rarer to denser medium. The air near the Earth's surface is denser than the upper layer. Right? Therefore, the apparent position of the stars are slightly different from its actual position when it is viewed from horizon. Okay. The instrument for measuring intensity of earthquakes called seismograph. Okay. Seismograph or seismometer is an instrument used to detect and record earthquakes. Generally, it consists of a mass attached to a fixed base. During an earthquake, the base moves and the mass does not. Okay. In this system, base moves, but the mass doesn't move. Okay. Which of the following animals can hear ultrasonic sound? Answer is bat. Okay. We cannot hear ultrasound. Okay. Because it has a frequency above, ultrasound has a frequency above 20,000 Hz. Okay. Right. It is the upper limit of human hearing, right? Upper limit of human hearing. That's why we are unable to listen the ultrasound. Okay. However, animals such as dogs, bats, and dolphins can hear these very high-pitched sounds. Bats use ultrasound to see trees and insects at the night. Okay. Okay. A few more examples: bat, dogs, dolphins. Okay. When a vibrating tuning fork is placed on a table, a loud sound is heard. This is due to the force vibrations. Okay. Force vibration is when an alternating force or motion is applied to a mechanical system. For example, when a washing machine shakes due to an imbalance. Okay. Force vibration is a type of vibration in which A force is repeatedly applied to a mechanical system. Okay, tuning fork look like this. I think you all well know. So tuning fork is look like. Okay, if we apply some external force, it will vibrate like this. Okay, a multimeter is used to measure current, voltage, resistance. So all of the above. Okay. Which of the following is used to split white light into different colors? That is prism. You all know that, right? An ordinary triangular prism can separate white light into its constituent colors. It's also called a spectrum. Okay. A nuclear reactor is used to produce electricity or based on the nuclear fission. Okay. Nuclear reactors are used at nuclear power plants for electricity generation and in nuclear marine propulsion. Okay. Heat from nuclear fission is passed to a working fluid, which in turn runs through the steam turbine. Okay. A solid sphere of radius r is placed on smooth horizontal surface. A horizontal force F is applied at a height h from the lowest point for the maximum acceleration of the center of mass is. So here the answer is the acceleration will be the same whatever h may be. Okay. So answer is D. The linear acceleration of center of mass will be here A equals to F by M. Okay. Wherever the force is applied. The linear acceleration of the center of mass will be A equals to F by M wherever the force is applied, as the acceleration will be the same whatever the value of h. Okay, it doesn't affect, that's why. Okay, which one of the following instruments is used to study dispersion of light? That is spectrometer. Okay, when the light emerges from the other face of the prism, we observe the seven constituents of light. This phenomenon of splitting of light into its constituent colors is called dispersion. Okay, spectrometers and polarimeters are instruments used to study dispersion. Okay, here one more thing, spectrometer or polarimeters. Okay, polarimeter. Okay, consider this as prism. If a light beam is passed through this, it will disperse like this. Okay, I think you all know this thing, right? Dispersion of light, right? A fountain pen works on the principle of fountain pen works on the principle of capillary action. Okay, the pen draws ink from the reservoir 3 feet to the nib and deposits it on paper via a combination of gravity and capillary action. Okay, capillary action and gravity. Okay, hypnometer is an instrument used to measure a density. Okay, A gas pictometer is a laboratory device used for measuring the density more accurately. Okay. Fiber optics works on the principle of total internal reflection. Okay. An optical fiber is a cylindrical dielectric waveguide. Okay. That transmits the light along its axis by the process of total internal reflection. Okay. A decibel is a measure of sound level. Okay. It's also widely used in electronics, signals, and communication. We have discussed in the previous. Okay. Remote sensing device has an inbuilt source of infrared ray. Okay. The remote sensing device, that's also called the RSD, is a unique system that enables to measure individually the emission of vehicles in motion. It has an inbuilt source of infrared ray. Okay. Atmosphere is heated mainly by radiation. Okay. Radiation from the sun is mostly in the visible range, which is either reflected or passed without absorption by the atmosphere. The ground absorbs this energy, then re-radiates it in the infrared. Okay. Greenhouse gases in the atmosphere absorb this radiation from the ground and warm up. The thermal energy is imparted to the entire atmosphere. Okay. A piece of wood is held under water. The upthrust on it will be. So the answer is more than the weight of the wood. Okay. It depends on the density of the wood, right? If the density of the wood is greater than the density of water, the upthrust will be the less and the wood will sink. Okay. If the density of the wood is less than the density of water, the upthrust will be more and hence the wood will float. If the density of wood is same or equal to the density of water, half part of the wood will be in the water and the other half of the surface of the water. Okay. Hence, weight of the wood and buoyant force cancels out each other. Okay. So here the a piece of wood is held underwater. The upthrust on it will be held underwater. Okay. Here mentioned held under water. So it should be more than the weight of the wood. Okay. Energy of ultraviolet rays is greater than infrared rays. Okay. Ultraviolet light expressed as a wave has an energy of E equals to h nu E, that's also h nu. Okay. It, which implies that since ultraviolet light has a frequency that is greater than that of infrared light, okay, it has higher energy. The instrument used to measure the speed of wind, that is anemometer. Okay. Who defined the law of gravitation? Answer is Newton. It's easy question and well-known question too. And law of gravitation. The law of gravitation states any two bodies or objects attract each other with a force that is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Okay, that is Newton's law of gravitation. Okay, the metal used to make lightning conductors is, the answer is copper. Okay, the main attribute common to all lightning rod is that they are all made of conductive materials such as copper. Copper and its alloys are the most common materials used in lightning protection. Okay, a hydrogen balloon floats up because the weight of the balloon is less than the weight of the air displaced by. Okay, it's option C. A hydrogen atom is very light. Most air on the earth is made up of nitrogen, oxygen, and carbon dioxide. All of these elements are heavier than the hydrogen, so the balloon is pushed upwards. Okay. Hydrogen filled balloons follow the same principle as we do when we float in the water, the law of buoyancy. Okay. If the water we displace weight more than we do, we will float. Okay. In a rechargeable cell, what kind of energy is stored within the cell? So the answer is chemical energy. Okay. A carbon zinc battery contains a stick material and a rod of zinc down the center. The battery converts a chemical reaction into electrical energy. Okay. Which one of the following lenses should be used to correct the defect of astigmatism? So here the answer is cylindrical lenses. Okay. Astigmatism requires an additional cylinder lens power to correct the difference between the power of the two principal meridians of the eye. Superconductors are those elements whose resistance falls almost to zero at very low temperature. Okay, so the answer is B. Superconductivity is a phenomenon of exactly zero electrical resistance and expulsion of magnetic flux fields occurring in a certain materials called superconductors when cooled below a characteristic critical temperature. Okay, it was discovered by Dutch physicist Heike Kamerlingh Onnes on April 8, 911, I mean 1911. In a laser, all the atoms emit the light waves of same frequency, same amplitude, same phase. So all of the above. Which of the following has got more heat capacity? More heat capacity is water. Okay. Water has such a high specific heat capacity because of multiple hydrogen bonds between water molecules. It takes a lot of heat energy to cause those molecules to move faster and raise the temperature of the water. Okay. Section. If the temperature of a place is increases suddenly, the relative humidity will decrease. Okay. If you increase the temperature, however, the amount of water vapor of the air can hold increases, so the relative humidity decreases. Okay, that's all for today. I hope you like the session. Okay, if you didn't watch the previous videos and computer MCQ series playlist, then go and watch it. Okay. If any corrections needed, just let me know in the comment. Okay. If you don't like my voiceover, just replace the content. Okay. No problem at all. It's free course. Most of the education channels are taking money, right? I'm providing you the free content. Okay. Utilize the sources. Not only my channel. If you like the other channels, just utilize the sources for your better success in your career. Okay. Thank you.